When I was in university struggling through my pre-med classes, I was a jealous, naive young man. I used to follow a bunch of sports teams and leagues, the NBA, the NHL, the MLB, you name it. It was my guilty pleasure watching my favorite teams. So I'd get notifications on my phone when my favorite team would sign a player. And the numbers would make me cringe. $40 million a year for playing basketball, $11 million a year for a hockey player. I love playing basketball and road hockey. I'm not getting paid, what the hell? Then as I got into educating myself about money, I understood an often overlooked, yet very simple and important concept. And that was that money just equals value, where value is solving problems. It's really that simple. You get paid for the value you bring in the marketplace. Sure, I can set up a business where people have to pay to come watch me play basketball or hockey with my friends on the weekend, and it would fail miserably, and rightfully so. Simply because I am not good enough at hockey or basketball for people to pay to come watch me do that. The market doesn't care to see that. When I was a medical student, I didn't make any money. In fact, I had to pay a ton of money to learn a valuable skill set. As a resident physician, I got paid a little bit because I knew enough to manage simple medical things on my own, but not as much as a staff physician, so I didn't get paid like a staff physician. So you need to understand that if you're broke or not making money you'd be happy with, it's because you're simply not valuable. And that hurts to hear, but it's the truth. Now, of course, as human beings, we're all equally valuable and deserve to be treated that way. But in the marketplace, we're not all equally valuable, and the market is the one who decides how much we're worth. LeBron James can make $40 million a year playing basketball because he brings enough eyes and attention to the team he plays for that it justifies them paying him so much. I could make $300,000 to $500,000 a year as a physician because the market decides that's what my services are worth, hypothetically. And it took learning this tough lesson to understand that the path I was on would not bring me the wealth that I desired. I would have to build businesses that the market finds valuable and invest in valuable assets to go where I wanted to go and live the life that I wanted to live. And you're tasked with the same thing. You have to be honest with yourself and decide what you're naturally good at and how you can improve on it to provide value to the market. The more value you provide to others, the more problems you solve for them, the more comes back to you in the form of money. The ideal is when what you're good at and what you enjoy and what the market is willing to pay for are the same thing. This comes with time, experimentation, and adjusting along the way. You're not going to know until you taste and try things. Pursue your desired skill sets and curiosities in the form of providing value to the marketplace, whether through a job or creating your own business. Do you nerd out about basketball but you're 5'8" with no hops? Build a YouTube channel analyzing games or a coaching business for local teams. Are you a big coding geek? Get in touch with a business in your niche of interest and build them an app that makes things more efficient for them. You need to find a combination of the natural proclivities you have and what you're willing to learn and improve on, and how you can package that up as a product or service that the market will pay you for. Don't be angry and upset if you're not making the money you desire. You're just not providing enough value to the market in the way that the market wants it. Learn, improve, adjust, and keep going. The more problems you solve, the complexity of those problems, the scale at which you can solve them, the more you get paid. Think about the richest people you've heard of, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. These guys all have the same 24 hours in a day, but they're solving different problems than you and I. Bezos changed the game when it came to online shopping as well as shipping and third-party logistics. Elon Musk has done so much, and now he's working on how to get us to space. Those are very complex, difficult problems. And the more they solve them, the more value they bring to others, the more they get paid. Joe Rogan makes so much money from his podcast because guess what? People want to hear him talk to other people about things. He brings in the viewership and he gets paid by Spotify. Kim Kardashian and people like that, regardless of what you think of them, they bring eyeballs and they get paid by brands to collaborate with them. Period. End of story. It doesn't matter what you and I think. So remember, the value you provide is the value you get back. Focus on solving people's problems, taking away their pain, and they will pay you. The key is figuring out what you're uniquely gifted with that you can work on to get good at to solve these problems. But don't be like how I was when I was younger, just full of anger and jealousy. Understand this concept and realize that the examples are all around you. That's it for today, guys. Be sure to check the description to join our newsletter and whatever else we have going on, and we'll chat with you next time.